Imagine a vast sapphire blue lake shimmering high in the heart of the Andes. Lake Titicaca, a breathtaking expanse that straddles the border between Bolivia and Peru. At over 3,800 meters above sea level, it's not just a lake, it's a world unto itself, perched among snow-capped peaks and ancient legends. While it holds the title of the world's highest navigable lake, what truly makes Lake Titicaca extraordinary are the Euro's floating islands. Ingenious creations crafted entirely from golden totora reeds that grow in the shallows. These islands are a marvel of human ingenuity, floating gently atop the water, ever shifting with the wind and waves. But these islands are far more than just platforms. They are vibrant, living communities. Every home, every watchtower, every playground is woven by hand from reeds, forming a patchwork of life that floats above the lake's surface. The islands themselves are alive, requiring constant care and renewal as the reeds below slowly decompose and new layers are added on top. Here the air is thin and crisp, the sun's rays intense, and the silence is profound, broken only by the gentle lapping of water against reeds and the joyful laughter of Euro's children playing by the shore. Mornings are often cloaked in mist, giving way to golden light that dances across the water. The Euro's people have called this lake home for centuries. They are descendants of ancient civilizations who, seeking refuge from conflict on the mainland, took to the water and built a world that could move and adapt. Their floating islands offered both sanctuary and freedom, a testament to their resilience and creativity. The story of the Euros is one of survival and adaptation, but also of deep reverence for the lake that sustains them. Every day, families gather to harvest reeds, weave new mats, and repair their homes, passing down ancient skills from one generation to the next. They call themselves the people of the lake, living in harmony with the water and reeds that provide shelter, food, and transport. Their traditional reed boats glide silently across the surface, connecting island to island, family to family. To visit the Euros is to step into a world where hospitality is a way of life. Guests are welcomed with open arms and bright smiles, invited to share in daily routines and celebrations. Heritage here is not just remembered, it is lived, worn proudly in vibrant clothing and joyful song. Against all odds, the Euros culture endures. Their sustainable way of life is a shining example of balance with nature, where every resource is cherished and nothing is wasted. Children learn the old ways, playing and growing up, surrounded by the wisdom of their ancestors. Setting foot on a reed island is like crossing into another realm, a place where the spirit of the Andes is alive in every detail and the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. Here, every reed is woven with care and every story is rich with history. Elders share tales of the past, their voices mingling with the sound of weaving, keeping traditions alive for future generations. The Euros welcome visitors not just as guests but as friends, eager to share the beauty and uniqueness of their floating world, a world shaped by water, reeds, and the enduring spirit of its people. This is a realm of enchantment where the boundaries between land and water blur, and where the extraordinary is simply a way of life. Building a floating island is an engineering marvel passed down through generations. For the Euros people of Lake Titicaca, this tradition is not just a skill but a way of life, an art form that connects them to their ancestors and the natural world around them. It all begins with the totora reed, a plant that grows abundantly along the lake's edge. Harvesting these reeds is a daily ritual, and every member of the community, young and old, takes part in gathering and bundling them. The reeds are the foundation of Euro's life, providing both material and meaning. Large, buoyant blocks of reed roots, known as kili, are carefully cut from the lake bed. These root blocks are lashed together, forming a sturdy, floating base that will support the entire island. This process requires teamwork, patience, and deep knowledge of the lake's rhythms. Layer upon layer of fresh reeds are woven atop this floating base, creating a thick, resilient surface. As the lower layers slowly decompose in the water, new reeds are added on top, ensuring the island remains strong and buoyant. This cycle of renewal is constant, echoing the cycles of nature itself. The islands require ongoing care, much like tending a living garden. Every week, families gather to add fresh reeds, repair worn sections, and keep the surface safe and comfortable for daily life. Walking on them feels soft and springy, the ground shifting gently beneath your feet. It's a sensation unlike any other. a reminder that these islands are alive, always changing and adapting. The reeds are used for everything: homes, beds, furniture and watchtowers. Every structure, every tool is crafted from the same plant, showcasing the resourcefulness and creativity of the Euros people. Maintenance is a communal effort, binding families together in shared purpose. Children learn from elders, and everyone's hands contribute to the island's survival. Each new layer is a promise to preserve their culture and identity, a living legacy passed from one generation to the next. The Euros world is built, quite literally, from a single miraculous plant. Totora reeds are their lifeline, shaping every aspect of their existence. Their islands are a testament to resilience and unity, a floating world where tradition, ingenuity and nature are woven together, surviving against the odds. Dawn on the floating islands brings cold air and soft light. Men head out in reed boats to fish for trout and native species, their skills honed over centuries. Women tend homes and create vibrant textiles, weaving their history into every thread. Meals are simple: fresh fish, potatoes, quinoa, and even the tender base of totora reeds called chulo. Cooking fires are built on stones or clay to protect the flammable islands. As evening falls, families gather to share food and stories, reinforcing community bonds. The sun sets over the Andes, bathing the islands in golden light. Life here follows the rhythms of nature: the rising sun, the ebbing lake. Storytelling and tradition fill the night as stars emerge in the clear mountain sky. It's a simple, beautiful existence deeply tied to the lake. Family is the heart of Euro society, with extended families living together and elders revered as keepers of tradition. Children grow up surrounded by relatives, learning their roles from an early age. Women wear bright polleras and bowler hats, while men dress simply for the high-altitude sun. Rituals honor Pachamama and the lake with quiet offerings for good fortune. Ancestral skills, building, weaving, navigating, are passed down with care. The Euros culture endures, adapting yet rooted in ancient ways. The Euros are true masters of Lake Titicaca, navigating its vast, shimmering waters in their elegant reed boats known as balsas de Totora. For generations, these boats have been the lifeblood of the Euros, connecting families and communities across the floating islands. Each boat is a work of art, with curved prows and puma heads that are not only practical for cutting through the water, but also carry deep symbolic meaning, representing strength and protection for those who travel the lake. Crafting a reed boat is a time-honored tradition passed down through generations. It requires patience, skill, and an intimate understanding of the totora reeds, which must be harvested, dried, and woven with care to ensure the boat's strength and buoyancy. These sturdy vessels can last for several months before needing repair, and are essential for daily life, used for fishing, transporting goods, visiting neighbors, and even taking children to school on distant islands. Gliding across the water propelled by long poles or simple paddles, the journey is peaceful and meditative. The gentle rhythm of paddling allows the Euros to feel deeply connected to the lake and its ever-changing moods. In recent years, modern motorboats have appeared on the lake, offering speed and convenience. Yet despite these changes, the traditional balsas remain at the heart of Euros culture, used in daily routines and for important ceremonies. The sight of a golden reed boat gliding across the water at sunrise or sunset is unforgettable, an enduring symbol of the Euros' deep and abiding bond with the lake that sustains them. Here, tradition and adaptation coexist, as the Euros blend ancient skills with new technologies to navigate the challenges of modern life. Through it all, Lake Titicaca remains the heart of their world, a vast living expanse that shapes every aspect of Euros' life and culture. Euros children grow up on reed beds, learning to walk, swim and play in a world afloat. Their education blends formal schooling, often on a floating island, with traditional knowledge. Each morning, children travel by boat to school, learning reading, writing and arithmetic. At home, boys learn fishing and boat building, girls master cooking and weaving. Small looms and vibrant threads teach the next generation the art of their ancestors. This dual education prepares them for both tradition and the modern world. Children grow up with a strong sense of identity and heritage, They are the future island builders and guardians of the lake. The culture's survival rests in their capable hands. Life on Lake Titicaca is beautiful but challenging. The Euros face harsh weather, fierce winds and rising waters that threaten their islands. Tourism brings income and modern goods, but also pressure to commercialize their culture. Pollution and environmental threats endanger the reeds and fish they depend on. The Euros are adapting, using solar panels and motorboats while preserving core traditions. They are active stewards of the lake, seeking broader conservation efforts. Balancing tradition and change is their greatest challenge. Their resilience and ingenuity shine as they shape their own future. The floating islands endure, a living community on sacred waters. What lingers after visiting the Euros is not just the scenery, but the people and their powerful sense of community. On these islands, neighbors are family, and mutual support is a way of life. If disaster strikes, everyone helps rebuild. If someone is ill, others care for them. Children are watched over by all, their well-being a shared concern. Celebrations bring the community together with music, dance, and feasting. Their wealth is measured in relationships, not possessions. Festivals affirm their shared culture and resilience. The spirit of cooperation is their greatest strength. The Euros have woven a tapestry of human connection, enduring through hardship and change. Their community is their true anchor in the ever-shifting waters. Visiting the floating islands is more than a trip. It's a lesson in resilience, community, and harmony with nature. I urge you to discover this extraordinary corner of Bolivia for yourself. Travel here with respect, as a guest in someone's home. Support the Euros by buying their handmade textiles and listening to their stories. Your visit can help sustain their traditions and improve their lives. Bolivia offers much more: stunning landscapes, rich heritage, and warm people. Let the story of the Euros inspire you to seek places where ancient traditions thrive. Feel the reeds beneath your feet. Watch the sun set over sacred waters, and let the Andes fill your heart. This journey will stay with you forever. The spirit of Lake Titicaca and its people is unforgettable.